Hey team, it's Taki. This is another episode in Waiting for Takeaway Food with Taki. I'm out the front of Burgers on Parade in Avalon. Just going to read Tim Ferriss's new book, but I had an idea of something to share, and I thought I'd just share this with you instead because, reading's hard work. Talking's easy. Let's just do that, hey? So here's the big idea. A lot of time I talk to coaches and they're terrified of trying new things because if you try something new, what if it doesn't work? What if you put in a bunch of time and effort and this thing doesn't work? Or what if you put the thing that you've been doing that's already pretty successful at risk? And they're kind of, honestly, legitimate concerns. When you try something new, it might bomb. It might be the worst thing in the world, but it also could be the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. And so, one of the approaches that's been really helpful for us is to treat our business like a lab. And if it's the lab, then you're the scientist, hopefully not completely mad, but you're the scientist. And I know that in our business, every month we test out like 5, sometimes 6, but usually kind of 4 to 5 new things. And here's what I know. Every time we try 5 new things, 2 or 3 of them completely bomb, like totally bomb. And one will be okay, and one will be extraordinary. And so whichever one's extraordinary, obviously we'll repeat that. And number 2, we'll document it, we'll systemize it, and we'll help clients roll it out in their business too, right? And so our lab has got a dual benefit of A, it helps us test out new stuff for our business, and B, it means that our clients are only ever, a couple of months, so about 60 days behind our latest tests. So the reason I'm thinking about this today is because tomorrow I'm running an experiment that I've been, I thought of like 4 months ago and completely put out of my mind. But tomorrow, I think, is the last live coaching call of 2017 for our $1 Million Coach Implementation Program course. For our case study group. And I've been thinking about switching from GoToWebinar, which I've been using for years and years and years and years. And frankly, I could go to webinar in my sleep. Been thinking of switching from that to something else, and I've got a couple of really specific use cases in mind. Before you say you should try Zoom, dude, I tried Zoom. I love Zoom. It's amazing, and it might be the solution. But there's something I want to test out first, right? And so tomorrow I'm going to test out this thing. So today, like 2 hours ago, I sent an email to all the dudes who are registered and said, "Hey, we treat our business like a lab. There's an experiment I want to run tomorrow, and can you flex? I'm just going to cancel the webinar from this platform. I'm going to move over to this other platform." It might go incredibly well, or it could be the worst decision in the world. I'm going to know tomorrow by about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'll give you a report. But again, I guess now is the perfect time for you and I to be having this conversation because it's the end of the year. And at the end of the year, if you're anything like me, there's a bunch of things that you want to test out to do differently for next year. We've had a conversation all day today about some new stuff we want to test out next year in terms of the way we deliver our stuff so clients get even more value with less overwhelm, right? And every time you think, oh, that sounds amazing. But what we're doing isn't broken? It's totally not broken. But what if there's a better way? Anyway, so all I wanted to say is while the burgers over there get cooked, is treat your business like a lab. Take some of the pressure off. When you treat your business like a lab, I guess 2 things happen. Number 1, the pressure goes down, the fun goes up, and the speed goes up. That's not just 2 things, that's 3 things. Did you see how I added a bonus 3rd thing? Amazing. And so if you treat your business like a lab, it takes the pressure off to get everything right. It lets you get kind of a little bit loose, a little bit playful, and a little bit experimentational, which is heaps of fun, frankly. Most of our businesses are a bit stuck. I'm in AV right now. So pressure goes down because not everything has to go right because we're just trying out stuff. The stakes are low. It's one webinar. If it bombs, who cares? We'll just go back to the old way or try out something else new. Does that make sense? And by the way, this broadcast brought to you by Woolworths. So pressure goes down, fun goes up, speed goes up. You'll never know unless you have a try. As Ethan says, I think quoting some Australian movie, you've got to risk it if you want the biscuit. And he's right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to risk it. Tomorrow we'll see if we got the biscuit or just a handful of crumbs. So that's me. But here's I guess, frankly, way more important than all of this is you. What's one thing that you've been thinking about testing in your business? Either something that's broken or frankly, just something that you wanted to try and see, and you've always wondered if, right? Dude, write down that thing, try it this year. Dude, you got a few weeks left. Then everyone's going to be drunk over Christmas. They're going to be way too full from eating too much food. No one's going to remember. So do it, okay? That's today's edition of Waiting for Takeaway Food with Taki. Yeah, right, ClickFunnels, perfect. You should totally test out ClickFunnels. It's a great tool. Okay, hopefully that helps. And if it has, amazing. And if not, dude, that was just another experiment. In your case, failed. But guys, it's been really fun. Now that we've done that, I'm going to get back to Tim Ferriss's book. I had a quick flick through. I just bought it today. It looks fun. And trying to get me some super duper paleo friendly burgers wrapped in lettuce. Cool? Take good care. I'll talk to you soon.